Hello, everybody. It's Jason, with Green Acres Pest Control. Happy to see everybody. Or maybe you just see me, and I don't see you at all. I hope everybody's doing all right, ready for the weekend. Had a little bit of change on my setup, my overlay, and everything. Everything's a little different than it used to be. I got all my major socials down there in the bottom bar, right here. So, anyway, so you know where I'm at, where you can find me, the easiest way to get a hold of me. Of course, Discord's the easiest way to get a hold of me. Discord link is in the description on my YouTube. I multi-stream now. I dual stream through both YouTube and Twitch. So I'm including the Twitch logo on there too, so that everybody can get a hold of me on Twitch and YouTube alike. But still, primarily, as it is right now, YouTube is where I primarily answer questions and read comments and all that good stuff, because that's where my audience is. I just started multi-streaming through Twitch a couple of weeks ago, and so yeah. Anyway, let's see if we can get. I got to get my chat settings set up here. Still have a couple things wrong. I said I want to see all of my chat, my live chat, so I can see everything, because apparently it was only top chats, and I want to be able to see everybody's chats. So let's see here. Hello, Mr. Akers. I'm in the process of treating my whole house with crossfire to get rid of bed bugs in my house. I was told to start spraying in the basement. Is that correct procedure? Doesn't matter. You start wherever you want, as long as you get the whole house done. Doesn't matter where you start. I think I answered your question in a video earlier, because I was looking through all of my comments, and you were one of the comments that I answered just within the last maybe 45 minutes or so. So, but yeah, it doesn't matter where you start. You start any room that you want. So, the main thing that you want to do is you want to treat your cracks and crevices. More than likely the bed bugs are not in the basement. If you're not living in the basement, you're not sleeping in the basement, then more than likely the bed bugs are not in the basement. And so mainly what you're trying to do is keep them from traveling into the basement from upstairs. So you treat around your where your baseboards would be, and around where your crown molding would be. Of course, the basement's unfinished, so up near the ceiling, around the edges, but not the floor. You don't need to do the floor, like the underneath floor area. You don't need to treat the subfloor or anything like that. You just need to treat around the edges of the basement. Bed bugs like to hide around the cracks and crevices on the edges of the room. A lot of people will ask me, they'll say, well, what about hardwood floors? There's cracks all over the floor. That's not the point. The crack and crevice treatment is primarily around the edges of the room, where the baseboards, the crown molding, the quarter round, window trim, places like that is where the bed bugs like to frequent, if they're not actually on the bed or your sofas or whatever, because they really do prefer to live on your furniture where you are. Now, that's not the only place, but the major place. Probably 90 to 98% of your bed bug infestation is going to be on your furniture itself. So, but that's why I usually, try to tell people that you want to treat. I'm going to try to fix this fan over here. What is wrong with you, puppy? Puppy's crying over there. I think he's mad because Rory went to bed. So, I really want to thank you. We followed everything you said, got an exterminator who used crossfire, ordered our own, sprayed again 3 weeks later, threw away cloth bed, got a metal met one, treated it 4 weeks. Let's see, Brad says, Jason, I'll send you in the right direction. Bed bugs are the worst. Brad is my cheerleader. I need to make a special category for Brad and put him in the cheerleader category. He's my cheerleader. No bites. Do you recommend treating monthly? The only reason that I would recommend treating monthly is for prevention. If you've already eliminated your bed bug problem, then you can absolutely treat preventatively. I do it for Airbnbs, people who are nurses who travel and they're in and out of people's houses every day that can't really control. If it's your job is to go in and take care of people who are sick, elderly, and you don't, I mean, if they've got bed bugs, I mean, you can't get fired. You still have to do your job. Hospitals are high risk areas. People that work EMTs, ambulance, back and forth, those are high risk areas because they're in and out of people's homes that may possibly have bed bugs. And so in order to combat that issue, you would want to treat your house preventatively. Let's say you have family members and you don't want to tell your family, don't come to my house, but they have bed bugs. Then, treat preventatively to try to keep them out of your house. But that would only be like once a month. You wouldn't need to treat every day. You don't need to treat every week. You don't need to treat every other week. You just once a month is all you need to do preventatively, and you don't even need to use Crossfire. You could use other pesticides. Let's see if I can show you some other options that are a little cheaper, that you wouldn't have to spend so much money on it. Let's see here. Let's do this. Whoa! That is not right. Let me see if I can fix that. Shoot. Why isn't that working? This is why you do pre-stream setup. Absolutely. Am I not gonna be able to do it? Maybe I can't. Let's try this. All my scenes got all screwed up. Let's try it like this. Let's put that up there. Let's put that up there, since it wants to project on the wrong screen. There we go. And we will take all of these and move them up there, and all of these and move those up there. And I got so many desktop stuffs. All right, let's try this again. Boom. There we go. That's better. All right. Now it'll just look like I'm looking up all the time. So let's see. Let's pull up an alternative to Crossfire. All right. So what you do is you go to YouTube. This is the easiest way because these are where all my links are, and I can't remember every one of them. So let's go to our live stream tonight, which is what we're doing right now. Look like I'm looking up. Scroll down here, click more, and on the Amazon store link right here, Amazon store, click that link right there, and that'll take you to Amazon. All right, there's the bedbug supply link right there. Right, #1 link on my Amazon page. If you click that and you go there, there are other options here that you could use. So Crossfire is probably the most expensive. So if we want to do, let's say, if we do a calculator, and I'm going to explain to you why it's Alpine WSG is cheaper. Okay? So Crossfire is $36 for 1 gallon of chemical. $36. Okay? Alpine WSG for 5 packets is $25, about $25. 1 packet mixes 1 gallon. So if you take $25, because we're just going to round up, $25 and divide it by 5, you've got $5 per application rather than $36. And if you don't have an actual active infestation of bed bugs, there's no reason to buy a Crossfire and use it every time preventatively. You could just buy Alpine WSG. It's absolutely a valid solution for preventative bedbug treatments. And I'm going to have to look up to read all my chats because everything got screwed up today. Let me see, let me turn my monitor actually too. There we go. All right, let's see here. Can you list in order the top 3 rodenticides that you get the best results from inside homes? There's only one, Talon Weather Block. Crossfire is number 1. And Talon Weather Block I use in bait stations. You don't just use that in a house without a bait station. Let's see. We had a rental property that has bed bugs, which was untreated for a year. We have purchased Crossfire and we spray every other day. You only need to spray once a month. You don't spray every other day. Crossfire lasts for 4 weeks, 28 days. You do not need to spray but once. The residue will last. It will last for a month and it will kill bugs for a month. Hi, Jason. I'm afraid I might have mice in a plaster ceiling. Would that affect how I treat bed bugs? No. Bed bugs will not go after the mice. If you're there, they're going to come after you. Brad says, hit the like button. I agree. If you like the channel, you should hit the like button, which is right here. This little thumbs up right here. So I got 7 people already. Y'all can join the crew. Join the in crowd and push the like button. So let's see here. Oh man, I got used to looking up. I'm not used to that. Up, close. There we go. So now it's going to really look weird because I'm going to be looking up all the time as I'm reading your comments. Let's see here. Let's see. Do ants bite people? Yes. I have ants and wood lice, but keep getting bitten. I treated for bed bugs with Crossfire. No more signs of bed bugs, but getting bites. Yes, you're probably getting bit by ants. Ants will bite you. We had ants getting in through my bedroom window, and they were biting my wife horribly. And we thought we had bed bugs, and it was ants. So yes, ants will absolutely bite you. Let's see. I'm also disposing of an old bed set that has bed bugs in it. How do I safely remove it from my house? Just take it out, throw it out. Treat the house for bed bugs. If you're going to treat the house for bed bugs, if you drop a few here and there on the way out the house, it won't matter because they're all treated anyway. The whole house needs to be treated. This keeps you from tracking them through the house. And, you know, they could track on your shoes too. So don't assume that just because you carry the bed out with ultimate care that you're not going to track bed bugs through the house, because you can on your clothing. Let's see. I'm also afraid to kill the mice because it leaves a corpse. I'm afraid the bed bugs might have a target. Bed bugs don't eat dead animals. Let's see. You could have bed bugs in the car. Yes, you could. Bed bugs do get in a car. Let's see. Thank you so far. 4 weeks, no bites. Also went on a cruise and followed what you said. Got interceptors. We will continue to treat monthly. What a horrible experience. Yeah, it's pretty awful. Let's see. I have sprayed car twice with Crossfire, and it is much. Let's see. I've sprayed car twice with Crossfire, and it is much better, but still a few bites. Yeah, a car. Now, if you have a problem where the bed bugs are actually infesting the car, not traveling back and forth between a car and, you know, a person. Like let's say you get out of your car and you go home, and then you sleep over or whatever. You get up, you go to work, you take a few bed bugs, you put them in your car, and maybe you take them to work with you. But the bed bugs aren't technically living in the car. They're actually traveling back and forth with you through the car. If they start living in your car, you may have to treat more than once, and you may have to treat about every 2 weeks. And the reason you have to do that is because your car, especially in the summer, gets hot, and it may not get hot enough to kill bed bugs, but it'll get hot enough to kill the pesticide residue. And so you want to make sure that you're treating. You may have to treat a little more frequently in your car than your house. Where I was saying with a house, you only have to treat once a month. In a car, you may have to treat once every other week in order to make sure that you still have a decent amount of residue there that will kill bed bugs. And that's just because the car gets hot. And the sun, the solar, so what happens is ultraviolet rays will actually break down pesticides faster than anything else. They're, people always talk about how, don't spray outside my house because, it's going to rain tomorrow and the rain will wash it away. It's absolutely not true. You will have more breakdown from the sun itself than you will anything else. The solar UV rays absolutely break down pesticides. There are pesticides that are sprayed on, fields of food that we eat that actually dissipate within just a few days because the sun shines on the field. They have to constantly be reapplied. Let's see, I have sprayed car twice. Okay, I got that one. Got a pretty big ladybug issue inside. Where should I spray? Alpine around the windows and doors. Mainly windows and doors. Ladybugs don't come inside in the spring. They're coming out from hibernation if they are Asian lady beetles. Specifically, the Asian lady beetles are not native to North America. They were imported by the government to kill aphids in the national forest. So what happens is in the wintertime, when it gets cold, the ladybugs start to swarm the house and they come in around your windows and doors. They usually pick 2 or 3 days after the first frost to come and swarm the house. They get into the house, they winter over in your walls and in your attic spaces. All right, those areas are cold through the winter, so they don't wake up from hibernation. But when it gets warm in the spring, like today was almost 80 degrees where I live, and when it gets warm like that, the sun shines on the wall, it warms up the wall void, and it wakes the ladybugs up, so they start coming out of hibernation. So what they do is they go out and they go in. You'll see some flying outside, you'll see some coming inside. And so if you treat around your windows, they're attracted to the light, just like any flying insect. And so if you treat around your windows and your doors where the light shines through, the ladybugs will go to it, they will crawl around in the window, and they will die. You just sweep them up and throw them away. Let's see, can you make an Amazon list live and discuss the products recommended for wasp, hornets, yellow jackets? I already have a list for wasp, hornets, and yellow jackets. So, at least I think I do. I should. So let's see, let's go back, go down here to hornets and yellow jackets, right here. There you go. So, I've got a sprayer, I've got a duster, I've got Alpine WSG, and I've got Alpine D-Dust. So Alpine Dust is amazing for yellow jackets. And I've got videos showing exactly how to apply it and how to kill yellow jackets. So go to my YouTube channel. Let's see, let's go back here and search the channel right here and search yellow jacket. And there's, yellow jackets. You won't believe how easy this is. That's the first video on the list. Go watch that video. It'll teach you. I've got a video right here. It's a short, less than a minute long, showing how to dust yellow jackets in the ground. This is like hornets in the air, yellow jackets in the ground. Eliminate yellow jackets yourself with ease. So yes, I've got some that are like I've got a duster. So that little hand duster I showed you on the Amazon page right here, I actually have a GoPro attachment on the end of it so that I can show you up close what it looks like to dust a nest of yellow jackets. And so I've got several videos on how to kill hornets and yellow jackets. So go take a look at it and watch those videos if you're interested on how to kill bees and stuff like that. Let's see here. What should you use to kill ants? I use Alpine WSG to kill ants. Do I also need to treat the bathroom and the kitchen with Crossfire? I would. The baseboards, absolutely. I always do. In fact, I wanted to talk about that. That reminds me. So, I have a course on how to kill bed bugs. All right, I want to show you guys. I'm going to talk about it now. I'm not trying to promote myself or anything like that because actually I want to talk to you about something new I've been working on. So let's go to that link. Let's share my screen here. All right. So if you go to my course on eliminating bed bugs, it's in the link right here. You click there. It'll take you to the Udemy web page. All right. Now, this is one of the things I have with Udemy. This is one of the problems. I'm gonna gripe for a minute. So this is my course on bed bugs. I have a course on cockroaches too. Let me see if I can find the link for that so I can show you. Okay, right here. All right, so this is my course on cockroaches. Now you see the difference in price. Now we're considered a new customer because I just clicked it. Now this is a perfect example actually. So this is my cockroach course. I have no students. It's brand new. Just got introduced last week or a week and a half ago. Okay, so there's my cockroach course and there's my bedbug course. Now notice how my bedbug course is only $16, but the cockroach course is not on sale and it's $45. I don't get to pick sales. I don't get to do that. I get to, every so often, I get to pick a promotion. I get to say, hey, let's put my course on promotion. This is what we're going to do it for. I'll give so many free copies out. I can only do that every so often. So, I also sign an agreement with Udemy when I posted my course on their website that I would only use them to host the course, which means that kind of ties my hands like this. And it ties my hands and it keeps me from being able to supply you with a course that's easier, but maybe I can't put it on more platforms than just Udemy. So I've been in the process of working on a brand new bedbug course. It's shorter. They also have a lot of time limits. So you have to have your course be like 40 minutes long or whatever, and you have to fill it with a whole bunch of stuff that you may not even need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start hosting my courses through YouTube. I have started looking into it, trying to figure out if there's a way that I can work it in to where it is, cheap every time, because YouTube's always very inexpensive. And so what I want to do is I want to be able to have it on sale all the time. Where like it says it's you have these weird pricing differences. I want it to be the same price every time. And if you want to read the course, you don't have to, pay for a subscription or anything like that. You pay one time and you get to go in there and look at it whenever you want. You just have to be a member of YouTube. And so I'm going to try my best to try to host everything available so you can get it all really easy just through YouTube. And just this will still be here. You can still access this course. I'll still keep it updated and everything just like I always have. But I want to also give people other options to where they can also get the self-help that they need for getting rid of bed bugs. So hopefully that will be ready to go either next week or the week after. I've just gotten a little bit of editing I still need to do on some of the video content to try to help you. I have another way to get a course that's just as effective as what's on Udemy. So, but anyway, that's my little gripe today I have. But anyway, I have a hard time talking when I get irritated. And talk about myself. I don't like to talk about myself. How do you go about treating powder post beetles on a wooden floor? You have to strip the floor. If you've got some kind of I've got a video on powder post beetles too on how to get rid of those. But if the floor is untreated, then you treat the floor. I have been able to get rid of powder post beetles by just treating the subfloor underneath, because beetles typically go both directions, and so a lot of times you can treat underneath the floor and kill them in the same way. Sodium borate type solution, Timbor, Boracare, something like that. Can you make a video or a demonstration of how to spray a sofa down for bed bugs with Crossfire? I've got videos like that already. Let's see, how to clean bed bug feces and stains on carpet. That's not my specialty. I go into houses, I kill the bed bugs, and I don't usually clean up behind myself. I leave that to the cleaning crew. Should I still leave the house for 3 hours when using Alpine? I mean, you can. You don't. Now, if you're using Alpine, you don't treat all the furniture. The way you use Alpine is you treat cracks and crevices through the whole house. You can treat the box spring, but you can't treat the mattress. That's the only difference between Crossfire and Alpine. And I don't know why that is. It's just the way the label is. It's and so they tell you not to treat your mattress. Do not treat the mattress. So don't do that. But if you're just doing prevention, you don't need to treat the mattress anyway. There's no bed bugs on the mattress. You're preventing them. Let's see. KS Weather says, "Well, I have a random of the stinging bees that take over my flower garden, even ones with no nest nearby that sting anyone." Oh, I see. I also had pest companies use your recommended products for my carpenter bee problem, but they said it's short lived and they will come back. Okay, so that's true. All right, so this is what carpenter bees do. Carpenter bees come in and they drill a hole. All right, if there is a chemical on the wood, they will come, they will land on the chemical, they will chew into it, it will kill them because the chemical kills them. I mean, that's what it is. It's a residue that kills carpenter bees. In 2 weeks, the chemical will not be repellent anymore. It will still kill bees, but it will not stop them from drilling into the wood. The residue lasts for a month. If the bees come back in 2 weeks and land on it and chew into it, they're still landing on a toxic surface that will kill them. It just, they can drill more, and you'll see these little spots. Instead of a hole, it'll be a little divot where they've like gnawed a little bit. But the thing about carpenter bees is they can take a couple years to get under control. And the reason that is because they do primarily their drilling in the spring and early summer months. And so the reason they're drilling is they drill to lay their eggs so they can procreate. They're laying their eggs in the wood to make more baby bees. Next year, when it's time for the bees to drill again, those eggs that hatched the previous year, those babies, well, now they're full-grown bees. They come back to the same house and they drill in the same spots that their parents drilled in. And so you can have sometimes a couple of generations of bees drill in the same house. A carpenter bee lives anywhere from 1.5 to 2 years. So you can have 2 generations drilling at the same time. And so it can take a couple years to knock those bees out, because especially if you get late into the season after they've already laid eggs, you may end up with new bees that can survive, because you got to realize that the chemical only lasts for a month, and based on gestation, those baby bees may be able to emerge and not die. I always treat in every hole. I spray in every single hole so that if the bees hatch out, tomorrow or, in a week, then the chemical is still effective and it will kill the babies. That's how you get rid of a carpenter bee problem. But it's absolutely, I've done log cabins where they were, it looked like somebody just stood back and just shot the wall with a gun, just boom, 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 all over. Holes everywhere that had hundreds of bees flying all around in the sky, everywhere in the house. And within a couple of years, they may have 1 or 2. It really does let down the numbers. It cuts them down immensely, to the point where they just stop coming back. They just stop coming back because you kill them all. But you will have new bees that will come in looking for a new place to drill. So it's a preventative thing that you have to do every year if you live in a home like with cedar siding, lapboard siding, log homes, wood homes that they're attracted to drill. Do you spray the top of the mattress with Crossfire or just the sides? So I treat the top of the mattress, but I treat if there's seams. So if you look at a mattress and you see that there are seams across the mattress where, the seams will kind of crisscross, and sometimes you'll have little button spots where there'll be like little spots where the bed bugs can lay eggs, I will treat those spots. I don't just I may or may not. It just depends on the mattress. As far as like a broadcast application, I might do a spot treatment here or there, where you've got a heavier concentration, or maybe where somebody's laid and it's obvious the bed bugs have come up and they've been pooping on the bed and stuff and they've been living around that spot, then I'll treat the top of the mattress. But primarily you want to target your seams around the underside where it lays on top of the box spring where they sandwich together. The bed bugs want to go between those areas into the cracks, into the crevices. They don't like to be out in the open. They will come out in the open to get a blood meal, but then they retreat back to the cracks and places where they feel safe, and then squeeze into a hole. So where the box spring lays on top of the mattress, those spots I'll usually treat pretty heavily, because when you put that mattress back on top of that box spring, it's going to create a seam. It's going to create a spot where the bed bugs can try to you squeeze into and hide. let's see, I'm in LA, I have bed bugs in my car, and I live in my car. I don't have a mailbox to get Crossfire by mail. What can you do now? Get it at an Amazon delivery. Go to Whole Foods, get delivery. I thought if you live in LA, there's got to be a Whole Foods every block, isn't there? It's like every 3 blocks there's like a Whole Foods. So what you do is you have them deliver it to an Amazon delivery box at Whole Foods, go pick it up. That's all you got to do. I mean, Amazon's where I tell people to buy it. If you go to my page right here and you go to the bedbug supply right here. I mean, this is Amazon. This is Amazon. See? That's Amazon. That's Amazon webpage. And so you go here and it'll bring up Crossfire. Boom. There it is. See? Just buy it there. Add it to cart. Send it to your house. Or send it to the Amazon delivery box. You know, a lot of times where you go in and you add it to your cart and it asks you how you want your product delivered. Just pick an Amazon Dropbox. Get it that way. Let's see. I found one bed bug in an Airbnb and no droppings after the guest stayed 1 week. How likely is it that's all? I mean, it can be just one bed bug. It's possible it's just one bed bug, but then it's also just as likely to be more than one bed bug. So, I mean, it depends. What you do is you get yourself a D20 dice and you roll it. And hope you don't land on one. If you land on one, you know you have bed bugs everywhere. That's a joke. It's just as likely to have multiple bed bugs as it is to just have one. So, let's see. I have an air mattress too. Spray just the sides. Spray everywhere you have a seam on your air mattress. So, like an air mattress. Let's see if we can get a good picture of an air mattress. All right. So let's see. Let me do this. All right. So you see this air mattress? Let's look at this one at Target. They got it at Target. All right. This is a small air mattress, but you see the creases here. You want to, even though that's the top of the mattress, you want to spray that crease and that crease, that crease, that crease, that crease, all around the creases on the sides. You know, around this little nozzle where the bed bugs might be in the nozzle, where the air pump, hooks in. Anywhere there's a crease. But, definitely these cracks here, the bed bugs will try to live in those cracks. I have found bed bugs living in those creases of an air mattress before. So you want to be very thorough with an air mattress, just as much as you would with a regular, upholstered mattress. And I got a multi-stream. I'm also streaming through Twitch, so if people say something on Twitch, I want to catch that too. Let's see. D20 dice, for those that don't know, is Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, it's Dungeons and Dragons reference. It's technically you can use a D20 with any pen and paper RPG. Doesn't have to be Dungeons and Dragons. Let's see. Any recommendations? I have a natural creek right next to my home. Mosquitoes ruin the outside time. I sell my deck. It's going to be really difficult for you because of where you live. You can't treat the water with pesticide. You can't treat the creek beds with pesticides. You could use a larvicide. You can get a larvicide for things like mosquitoes and treat the water and the edges of the water where the muddy ground kind of collects there. But that's the extent. I mean, you could treat around your house. You could treat bushes and stuff like that where the adults, with an adulticide, like Talstar or something like that, where they're going to roost in the bushes, you could treat those areas, and that'll kill the adults. They're the ones that are going to bite you. But the larvicide, that's the babies. That's the future, and it only takes a while, just maybe a few days to a few weeks, depending on what breed of mosquitoes you have, to when that larva is ready to become an adult mosquito and bite you again. So it's probably going to be an ongoing thing you're going to need to do. You're going to treat around the eaves of your overhangs of your house. You're going to have to treat around all your windows and stuff where they're going to come in, inside and out, because if the mosquitoes come in the house, You want to make sure they die in the house. It's going to be, you're going to constantly battle with them all the time because of where you live. Let's see. I do treat the Airbnb frequently with Alpine WSG and temper it about every 2-3 months. So I usually recommend Alpine once a month if you got an Airbnb, because that will be more effective. But you may only have just the one. It may just be the one bed bug and they may all be dead. So, I mean, that's what I've had. I've done Airbnbs before and treated with Alpine WSG, and someone has brought bed bugs in and they've died. But when I get there to go do the job, like the person will say, "Hey, so and so called. They had bed bugs in the house. When can you get there? I've got renters coming in a couple weeks. When can you get there?" And I'll go out right away, and they're already dead before I get there. So. Appreciate all the free knowledge. Oh yeah, anytime. I'm happy to help. I wish I didn't have to keep looking up like this. Let me see what's going on. If I go to my reaction, can I fix it to where my screen share is taking display? Oh, it's not even an option. That is so irritating. Because I did not have my third display on when I turned on OBS. That's the problem. Well, shoot. Oh well. I'll have it fixed by next week. Hopefully. Probably not. Is it wise to alternate between Crossfire and Alpine WSG for preventative treatment? No, you don't have to do that. Just Alpine's all you need. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're doing a preventative with Alpine, the idea is that you're trying to prevent an infestation. If you have an active infestation, you're not going to use Alpine. You're going to use Crossfire. So you don't have to alternate between Crossfire and Alpine if you don't have bed bugs. I have never had an issue where bed bugs developed a resistance to Crossfire. I have seen the comments on Amazon. I've seen different comments all over saying, "Oh, they're getting resistant. I have not had a problem yet with resistance to Crossfire. And I use it all the time. I'm going to go treat a house tomorrow with Crossfire for bed bugs. I don't use... Now, when I was using Alpine with Crossfire on an active infestation, it didn't work as well. Works better just to use straight Crossfire. Just use Crossfire everywhere. Don't worry about using Alpine at all if you have an active infestation. Just use Crossfire. Now, if you can't get Crossfire and the only thing you can get is Alpine WSG, then use Alpine WSG. But, Crossfire is what I recommend. That's what I use. The reason I recommend it is because I use it and I'm effective with it. That's why. It has nothing to do with, trying to sell Crossfire because, MGK doesn't pay me anything to promote their product at all. MGK, that's the company that makes Crossfire. They don't pay me anything to say this stuff. They, it's just a really good chemical. I've been really happy with it. I like it. I like it. It's good. I use it. I buy it. If I go out and I do a bed bug job, I'm going to use Crossfire because Crossfire is what works for me. Personally, for me. I've used Talstar for bed bugs. I've used lots of things for bed bugs. I've used diatomaceous earth for bed bugs. It sucks. That's why I try to tell people, don't waste your money. I'm a professional. I know how to apply it. It's not effective. Crossfire is effective. So that's why I use it. That's why I tell people. YouTube, I say this every so often, but I don't understand why it's so hard for people to believe that there is someone on YouTube that is interested in helping them, not helping themselves. I do all these videos, like I went through this spiel about the amount of money that Udemy is charging you. Not how much I make, because of course, if the course is more expensive and you buy it, I make more money. My goal is to make it less taxing on my audience. So, you know, it's something that I really want to help people. I like to help people, and I like to provide people with the resources they need. I get a lot of this. It's the comment section that hits me the hardest because I read every comment. I've got my comments on all of my videos set to where I have to approve them. So if you see a comment on a video that you've watched on my channel, I have approved that comment. I have to screen my comments because you'll get people on there that'll say, I did this dangerous thing that's very dangerous and it killed my bed bugs. And people will try it. They'll hurt themselves or their children, and I don't want that. So I read every comment. A lot of the comments that I get are very hostile, very violent, saying things like, all you want to do is sell a product. All you're trying to do is sell your business. All you're trying to do is make money. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to help people, you know? And so when I tell you that I buy Crossfire or use Crossfire at work, it's because I use it in my own business. My go-to pesticides, I have 3 tanks that I use primarily all the time. I have 1 tank that I mix Crossfire in. It's my Crossfire tank. I have 1 tank that I mix Alpine WSG. That's my indoor pesticide. That's what I use indoors everywhere. And I have Onslaught Fast Cap in my 3rd B&G, and that is for exteriors. Sometimes interiors, it depends on the problem somebody's got, but primarily I use Alpine WSG inside, Onslaught Fast Cap outside, Crossfire for bed bugs. Those are the pesticides I use. That's what I spend the money on. If I go, I just had to buy several $1,000s worth of pesticide for the next 6 months, and that's what I bought. I bought Crossfire. I bought termiticide. I did buy some termiticide because it's termite season. But other than that, I bought Onslaught, I bought Alpine WSG, and I bought Crossfire. So that's what I use. Oh no, I want comments on. I like to read the comments. Jennifer's like, just turn the comments off. No, I like comments. Some of the comments are actually very helpful. I have people that have left comments that have said things, and I have opposing view. You know, I don't just if somebody comes on and they say something like, well, I disagree with you here, and this is why, I'll let that comment go. I don't care. I'm not a communist. I have no problem with people voicing their opposing opinions. I'll usually respond, and I'll say, well, no, this is why I disagree with that. So I actually think the comment section is a very valuable thing for a YouTube channel. I think that people that turn the comments off just can't handle, that don't have a thick enough skin and can't handle the blowback. But I don't mind that. I actually, I like the debate. Now, if someone's just going to come on there and make a comment that just says, you're stupid, or something like that, I've started a new series where I read those comments, and I may not post them. I may just read them and then delete them because they don't add anything to the channel. But I've started a new short series where it's just a short, where it's like less than a minute long, where I will read the comment in the way I feel like it was written by the writer. And that's pretty funny. And that's therapeutic for me. So I've got like 13 so far of YouTube comments I get. And the grammar, I read it word for word exactly how it's typed. And I think it's funny, personally. But anyway. Oh. Do I play World of Warcraft? Maybe. I might play a little bit of World of Warcraft. You want to see my pin jar? I'll show you my pin jar. I used to have pins in it. There's no pins in it right now. That's pretty cool coffee mug, ain't it? For those who know what World of Warcraft is. It's my Murloc cup. That's Skeletor. He's my spider. I don't know if y'all remember, but I think it was maybe a year or two ago, a couple years ago, we voted on naming this guy. That's my spider. He's a skeletal spider. His name is Skeletor. He's actually got an emote. So if you are a subscriber to the channel, you have custom emotes. And so you can actually type colon Skeletor and written out just like that. So the way you would do it, let me see if I can, yeah, so it's like a colon Skeletor in colon. And okay, so I have 2 bunnies, Joe. I have, well, actually we have 3 bunnies now. All right, so we have a lot of bunnies. We have a lot of bunnies. Jennifer Lego knows we have a lot of bunnies because she's a member and she's seen the member video of my bunnies. But I have a male bunny. His name is Arthas Bunathil. I have a female bunny. Her name is Sylvanus Bunrunner. And then I have 4 baby bunnies. And the one we're keeping, my daughter has named Oreo. So, because I told her that we did not have to name any more bunnies after World of Warcraft characters, and so she could name her bunny anything she wanted, and that bunny's name is Oreo because it's gray and white bunny, and that's her favorite. And so we're gonna take the other babies and we're gonna get rid of those, but we're keeping one. I told her she could keep one of them, so she's keeping one. But yes, Jennifer's actually seen the bunnies. So if you go back and watch that video of all those little baby bunnies, Jennifer, the gray and the white one, that's the one Emma's keeping. So I have baseboard heaters in my living room. Do I spray inside the heater? No, you don't spray inside it. You don't spray behind it. You don't spray around it. You avoid it because you don't want to. It's not going to work anyway. It's going to get hot. Let's see. What's the difference between Crossfire Bedbug Concentrate, Crossfire Pro, and Crossfire MJK? I don't think there's any difference between any of those. Hi there. I thought I had lice in my hair. It turns out it was bed bugs in my hair. My doctor said it was a first for her. Yeah, they don't usually live in your hair. Let's see. We just used steam for about 6 months, every corner of every inch of every room, battling cockroaches. Steam won't kill cockroaches hardly at all. I mean, it will if you touch it with them, but hot doesn't typically kill roaches very easily. Oh, I don't like COD. I do play some Rust, Brad. But I play Rust because I like to draw. In fact, I might even have some previous streams on Twitch of me playing Rust. Does Crossfire really work for bedbugs? Yeah. I wouldn't tell you if it didn't. Oh, Jennifer said you should name one of the bunnies Roger Rabbit, Emma. Emma doesn't know who Roger Rabbit is. But Roger Rabbit's like good cartoon. So I think I've caught up with the comments. Man, that was a lot. A lot of people in here tonight. How many people are in here tonight anyway? Bunch. It says I've got 37 people viewing, but I don't know. That's mixed stream, so I don't know if that's YouTube and Twitch added together. Low budget spray that works good, kills bed bugs, can't afford Crossfire. Save up till you can afford Crossfire and don't waste your money. If you can't, all right, look here. Look. Let me show you something. All right, look at this. It's $36.34. All right, so let's go to Amazon, Walmart, and search bedbug spray. Okay, all right, bedbug spray. Well, let's just click this one. This is real common. This is garbage. It's, excuse me. I won't say what I think it is. Anyway, let's go there. How much is this? Let's see. Let's add to my cart. $20.69. Okay, so 1 gallon is $20.69. This is $36.34. So you for an extra $10, $10, or $13, I guess. Is it 13? Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm doing bad math. All right, $20.69 if it's free. If it's free shipping, so that's $16. For an extra $16, you get something that works. If you don't have the money, if you don't have the budget for something that works, you don't have the budget for something that doesn't work. Do you understand what I'm saying? If it doesn't work, don't waste your money. Wait until you can buy something that works. That is the right answer. That's the only answer. I'm not sure. KS Weather, I'm not sure. Clifford Young says, is it safe for my family to breathe in the house while I'm spraying Crossfire? You should leave. You leave while you're spraying a pesticide. You take your children, you take your wife, you say, hey, y'all wait in the car. I'm going to treat the house. You treat the house. You go outside. You get in the car. You leave. You come back when it's dry. That's what you do. Oh, well, I will give that to Emma then, Jennifer, since they are her pets. She can have that herself. I will give her $5 so she could take that and buy treats for her bunnies. Jennifer gave you $5 for your bunnies, Emma.
Okay.
No, you say thank you.
Thank you.
She's smiling. She said thank you. She loves her bunnies. She loves her bunnies. Emma loves animals. She should be a veterinarian or a zookeeper or something. Let's see. Terminex Company. I'm always tired, Brad. I'm always tired. I'm tired when I wake up. I wake up in the morning. I'm tired. It's probably these gray hair. Look at the gray hair, man. Look at that. It's probably all this gray old man. Look, see that old man's peeking out? It's peeking out. Look, this was really gray right there. Look at that. It's an old man in me. Let's see. Terminex Company I had called to get rid of my bed bugs. We are still seeing them after they came out over 5 times to spray. Should I just do it myself? Sounds like you need to do it yourself because I don't think Terminex uses Crossfire. I think they use Tempered. I would join Discord. The link is up there. Actually, I wonder if I can, let me copy this and post it again. This is a Discord link. Join Discord. I have people on my Discord that can help you. I've got exterminators that used to work for Terminex in my Discord that might be able to help you. So, and they could tell you exactly what they use because they work for them. But they don't use Crossfire. So. What's a gray fox, Alicia?
What'd you say?
What is a gray fox?
What about it? I don't really know.
What is it?
Fox?
No, like if you call somebody a gray fox, what does that mean? You're in with the crowd. You keep up with. You're younger than me.
A gray fox? Isn't that like a handsome older man?
A handsome older man. Am I a gray fox, Alicia? She's probably going to say I'm a fat bear. Do I clean my stove and kitchen counters after I use Crossfire in the kitchen? You can.
It says a gray fox is generally someone smartly dressed and stylish.
I am not stylish or smartly dressed. You see. Now you look at this. I am wearing a PlayStation t-shirt.
Yeah, it says a gray fox is someone who's smartly dressed and stylish, but a silver fox is a middle-aged man having mostly gray or white hair.
Am I middle-aged already? You could be honest.
I don't know that answer.
Is 42 middle-aged? Am I middle-aged?
Isn't 50 the new middle-aged?
So a silver fox or a gray fox? A gray fox is an old-ass fox. A silver fox is just like a fox that's starting to get some gray hair, right? I don't understand. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's a compliment so I can feel good about myself and not feel old. Captain. Captain. Captain, come here.
Daddy wants you.
Come here. Come here. Come here. You won't come over here. I want to show you my peoples. Come here. Oh, you'll pick him up?
Pick him up.
You can't do it now, he's too big. Come here. Come here. Look. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, he's hiding. He's shy. He's
Pick him
shy.
up.
Is Zemprox? Come here. I can't get that. I got a headset on. I can't. He's okay. I have a very big dog here. He's a golden doodle. Come here. He's laying down on the floor. He's tired. I woke him up to call him over here.
He's like, I'll come sleep by you.
So, Joe says 42 is middle-aged. But what if I live to be like 150? Then I'm in my prime, right?
Well, I don't think being in your prime is necessarily not being middle-aged, though, is it?
I don't have a Corvette. So I'm not middle-aged yet, right? Isn't middle-aged when you start hitting that, like, that, what do they call it? What's that crisis that people have when they get old?
Crisis?
Midlife crisis. I have a 75 Duster though, but I've had it since I was 16. So that doesn't count. Because if that means I've been middle-aged since I was 16, that's not the way it works. So I don't have a Corvette, so I'm not middle-aged yet, right? Because that would be a midlife crisis when you go out and you buy yourself like a car you can't fit but like a person and a half in, like what they call those little teeny tiny Miatas or whatever. You get one of those, a convertible, and you're driving along and you got your cane that you have to get out of just to be able to get out of the car. You gotta have a cane. Yeah, it feels like you're scratching your butt on the road every time you drive. My wife has told me I can't get a motorcycle. I have a motorcycle. I had a motorcycle. She will not let me get a motorcycle. She says I've got too many children now and too much of a family, and if I wreck my motorcycle and die, she'll be very upset. So, or get hurt or whatever. So, but I actually love to ride motorcycles. They're very fun. And that, honestly, when I was riding my motorcycle, I was in the best shape because you have to be to ride a motorcycle. So, a Corvette is a midlife crisis. Middle-aged is not the same, they say. So they say I'm supposed to get a Corvette at 60. So in 18 years, I can buy a Corvette, Alicia.
Really? When are you going to get me my...
You want a Charger or a Challenger. You want a Challenger.
Yeah.
Well, because you want one of the new ones. The old ones are the ones that look good. Jason is too sensible for frivolity.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
My wife will not allow me to be frivolous, and she forces me to be frugal.
If he's going to get a sports car, I want the Challenger, or maybe
I would like a '67 Corvette. They're very pretty, convertible, with rally stripes.
The thing is, they're pretty, but I mean, I like all the new bells and whistles.
They ride good.
Screen.
Oh.
With my touch screen and navigation.
You want
my heated and cooled seats. You know, if you're gonna get.
So you want a car that'll last you 4.5 years?
No, not that.
You buy a new car, they're not gonna last. You know, these 69, 67 Chevrolets is still on the road. You're not gonna have a car, a modern. You get yourself a Dodge Charger or a Dodge Challenger. You expect to have that in 40 years and pass it on to your kids? You won't. You won't. But my Duster, I got my Duster, and that's lived through 2 generations. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, it's a good car. Joe says he had a 64 Charger and a 76 Corvette.
Wow, that's nice.
That's pretty cars. I like the Chargers. The old Chargers, like the Dukes of Hazzard car.
The old Chargers are really pretty.
Yeah, if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't have started this channel. Jennifer's right. We're getting off the subject of bugs, and we're just talking about cars now. People talking about me getting old. Midlife crisis, middle aged my ass. I'm not middle aged, I'm still young. I could do jumping jacks. My belly might hit me in the face, knock me out, but I can do it. Are you laughing, Emma?
Yeah, we both are over here giggling at you. Oh.
Sunshine says, true, new cars don't last, but the payments do.
Oh, yes, that is so true.
I knew a person one time who had an 84 Corvette, and I did work on it for him. I like working on old cars, because if you have old cars, you're going to work on it. But I don't mind, I like it. I have to do a step-by-step refurbishment of my 75 Duster. It used to look pretty, but does Demand CS work as well as Crossfire? No, it does not. It does not work as well as Crossfire. Probably won't work half as good as Crossfire. So. But I have been on here for over an hour. It is time. I usually only stream for about an hour. So, because I got family and I got responsibilities and I can't sit here and stream. And streaming's not my day job. And I got to get to bed early so I can get out early and go kill some bed bugs tomorrow. So y'all have a real great night. I appreciate it. Let me see if I can play y'all out to some music here. And we'll see you next time.